We are all suffering. Please have mercy. We stand by you.
Emergency 911. Help me, my brother's dead. What's your name? Mickey. What do you mean by your brother's dead? He killed himself. How did he do it? With a gun. Okay, are you home alone? Well, I'm home alone with my sister. Okay, get someone here quick. Did you just find him, Nikki? Yeah, no, he's dead. Nikki, stay on the phone with me, hon, okay?
Every room is decrepit, there's twos where the dead live. Don't ever move to the entrance, intruders will get killed. When you're wounded in peril, get taken through to a medic who has cruel intentions. Ply you with injections, hallucinogenics, tripping more than Susan and ended. Having ruthless, horrendous delusions of red mist. You develop an unusual fetish, start chewing your legs until you bite right through to your pelvis. You are demented, puking your breakfast. Gravitational pulls that would teach Isaac Newton a lesson. Brutal and hellish, huge and tremendous, abusive, aggressive. Mutants and henchmen maneuver the exits. The solution and best thing is choosing your death wish. The future ahead is just gruesome and endless. Lock you in a cesspit, toxic fumes till you're breathless. You should shoot and direct it in your pupils and end it. Everybody knows shit is wrong with me. It ain't no secret, Crimzon and corrupt your kidneys. Who dares enter 5150? Who dares? Who dares? Everybody knows shit is wrong with me. It ain't no secret, Crimzon and corrupt your kidneys. Who dares enter 5150? Who dares? Who dares? Graphic moments, ranted, awful paranormal entities that perform acts of torture. In every mansion door there's stacks of corpses with maggots crawling, and they're swarming with dragon hornets. Screams unheard through the granite walls of this massive fortress, with no man or whore ever dies of natural causes. Stranded dolphins get jammed and forced into bastards, slaughtered like albacore by malice swordsmen. Magic orbing blackened auras, open random portals to lands where you're forever trapped in torment. Chapel organs play Bach's chorals. Blow your brains out. He's a Magnum 40 handgun for it. Empty rocking chairs, rocking back and forward, that is normal. You'll never be a free man like that bastard Morgan. This mad contorted house is haunted, and packs of gorgons with jagged claws attack without a warning. Everybody knows shit is wrong with me. It ain't no secret, Crimzon and corrupt your kidneys. Who dares enter 5150? Who dares? Who dares? Everybody knows shit is wrong with me. It ain't no secret, Crimzon and corrupt your kidneys. Who dares enter 5150? Who dares? Who dares? Surrounded by pain and countering strange shit. Even the power of Satan is now in relation to what goes down in this haven. The outcome is fatal. There's no point in shouting for angels. And Dr. Scarface lives down in the basement. He'll take off your trousers and tape you down to a table. Powerful sadist, fuck around and he'll play about with the blade until your bowels are taken out of your anus. He'll open your scalp and he'll scrape out of your brain, devour your face and get aroused at the taste. His mouth salivates. If you think you can bounce and invade the house and escape, you're profoundly mistaken. Cause there's hounds that are trained to pounce when I say they're prowling the gates and they'll chow on assailants. The only way you're getting out of this place is if you're discovered on a council estate, found in a waste bin. Everybody knows shit is wrong with me. It ain't no secret, Crimzon and corrupt your kidneys. Who dares enter 5150? Who dares? Who dares? Everybody knows shit is wrong with me. It ain't no secret, Crimzon and corrupt your kidneys. Who Who dares set to 5150? Who dares? Who dares?
Yo, do you ever just have enough?
Enter the mind of a man on the edge. If I'm not taking drugs, then I'm planning my death. Life is so painful, it hurts. This Seroquel ain't helping, it's making me worse. Manic depressive, having an episode spaced out. You couldn't find me with a telescope. I can't save myself from this $300 billion a year conveyor belt. All these shrinks keep giving a dose of risperidone. It's killing my soul and my spirit is broke. I need to take a different approach. Feel like a fish in a bowl. I'm losing grip on my own mission and goals, which keep moving from pillar to post. Western pharmaceuticals got my mind in a critical zone. Emotionally as dead as cinnamon stone. My steez is 20 below, like the Siberian blistering cold. My inspiration has been killed off and rolled in a carpet. Drove to the marshes, then thrown and discarded. It floats in the darkness in oceans of hardship. Can't focus and harness my energy. I'm 19 stone and lethargic. Every time I scope for the target, I've chosen my mark. I load in the cartridge and shoot for the moon but miss. Cause life's always withholding a card trick. I need to open a margin, so I sliced my throat cause I can't live. Enter the mind of a man on the edge. If I'm not taking drugs, then I'm planning my death. Life is so painful, it hurts. This Seroquel ain't helping, it's making me worse. Manic depressive, having an episode spaced out. You couldn't find me with a telescope. I can't save myself from this $300 billion a year conveyor belt. Seroquel, 600 milligrams. It's Cameron's way to show his love to kill a man. Plus he gets a big cut of Skrilla fam. It dumbs you down and you can't fix up the bigger plans. I wish I was mentally more stable. Sold my soul under the hammer, now I'm dead as a doornail. I don't know how to adjust. It's like life's forcing me to drink excrement. I'm down in the dumps, I'm down in the rut. My days ain't amounting to much. This mountain is just too high from the ground to get up. I need to get off these powerful drugs and fight with every ounce of my blood for my spouse and my sons. I'm done taking these sedatives and making me negative. I don't want this occupational therapist. This cycle of life has got me too tired. Without mood stabilizers, I'm unable to pedal it. Enter the mind of a man on the edge. If I'm not taking drugs, then I'm planning my death. Life is so painful, it hurts. This Seroquel ain't helping, it's making me worse. Manic depressive, having an episode spaced out. You couldn't find me with a telescope. I can't save myself from this $300 billion a year conveyor belt. A father which rejected him and hid the entrance to his expressions. A kid neglected, living reckless in the trenches. The prick was selfish. I sit with a shrink and tell him how the shit affected me, and now I slip my tendons. His objective is to sit collective as he ticks a checklist. His request is a script of meds to give the chemist. I don't agree with his perspective, cause these pills I'm getting are fucking my life and how it is progressing. I'm disconnected, my skin is blemished. I can't string a sentence together in this single bed, so it's depressing. I'm friggin' stressed, discontented, with extensive schizophrenic visions when in times of manic misdirection. I'm not asking you to be sympathetic, I just need to crack the bottle and read out this hidden message. Now I've got my sons which I cherish. If they broke down, I'd fix the engine in a millisecond. Enter the mind of a man on the edge. If I'm not taking drugs, then I'm planning my death. Life is so painful, it hurts. This Seroquel ain't helping, it's making me worse. Manic depressive, having an episode spaced out. You couldn't find me with a telescope. I can't save myself from this $300 billion a year conveyor belt. Yo, back with another banger. Standard, innit? Ain't nothing in this world gonna break me down, so never try and take me out. You gotta reach for the sky and walk with me. Take action, cause rise again to a higher scent. I found that person inside myself, my mind's refreshed. No more side effects from what they prescribe, and yes, life's the best. I'm starting to see good times ahead. Yeah. With every stride and step and fight and breath, my mighty strength can slice and shred ice, cement, iron mesh. Cause time to stretch it like to bend. I strangle the throat of depression with the Ryan's belt. Cancelled all appointments with Dr. Doom, and I'm back on top like an enthusiastic prostitute. So much passion running through my veins. Shit's moving like a well-maintained sewage main. I moved away from gruesome days, improvements made. I'm not gonna lie, man, the future's great. My bazooka's aimed, ready to shoot and break any obstacle that I choose to face. Ain't nothing in this world gonna break me down, so never try and take me out. You gotta reach for the sky and walk with me. Take action, cause talk is cheap. Ain't nothing in this world gonna break me down, so never try and take me out. You gotta reach for the sky and walk with me. Take action, cause talk is cheap. I'm gonna show them who's a problem. Spit neurotoxins, I'm fighting life with supersonic judo boxing. Anyone coming through with nonsense and stupid gossip will get sent to the coffins with nuclear rockets. That 90 stone for the last track is gone and done. I run so much sometimes I lose consciousness. Even my demons can't catch up. Positive confidence grows faster than dark matter. All sovereignty in proximity has gotten into me. I'm killing everything that I do consistently. Cut the bone off contention with the hacksaw. Borderline genius without a British passport. I ain't burning bridges, I work and build them. I stay alert and listen to my own words and wisdom. Central nervous system making chemicals raise, directing my brain. Ain't nothing gonna get in my way. Ain't nothing in this world gonna break me down, so never try and take me out. You gotta reach for the sky and walk with me. Take action, cause talk is cheap. Ain't nothing in this world gonna break me down, so never try and take me out. You gotta reach for the sky and walk with me. Take action, cause talk is cheap. Yeah. Keep your head high, man. Don't let no motherfuckers bring you down. Fuck that shit. Fuck them.
The pain, where would you be without it? For some of us, that's where we draw all our strength and inspiration. For others, that's just something hard to understand. No matter how much money you got, you can't buy this shit, man. Nah, it ain't for sale.
A glimpse of the mind of a writer. It's a rocky road. Have you got the eye of the tiger? It's a feeling you can't control. Can't walk away, it lives in your heart and soul. Our minds are a weapon, we strive for perfection. Tomorrow never comes cause the time is the present. Somebody dies every second, so follow your dreams. Even if you have to fight with aggression. If this ain't you, then it's hard to relate. You get a little love but an army of hate, and that's just the part that you play. Up late, working the nights like Arthur the Great. It ain't about the stardom or fame. Blood, sweat and tears in every single bar we create. Never stop guarding your space, cause even your best friend will try and put a scar on your face. Through the shitty days and the wind and rain, through the pricks and snakes, through the silly games, through the bitter hate and the shit you take. Through the mercy hates, there's beauty in the pain. Through the shitty days and the wind and rain, through the pricks and snakes, through the silly games, through the bitter hate and the shit you take. Through the mercy hates, there's beauty in the pain. Others don't understand the mental logistics. Obsessive addiction to the pen that we live with. Being so poetic and gifted that others feel your words right in the depths of the spirit. Whoa. This path is relentless and twisted, but we all know that's the expense for the privilege. You start resenting the wisdom. Brains all over the place like the seats in Kennedy's Lincoln. I grip and take this inspiration. It's contagious, it's been waiting for this occasion. Shout to those who didn't make it, but I'm spitting flames till I singe the sacred wings of angels. I leave my peers in amazement, they won't say shit, but deep down Crim is their favourite. Make Hamlet feel like it's missing pages, make the vintage greatest look like finger painting. Through the shitty days and the wind and rain, through the pricks and snakes, through the silly games, through the bitter hate and the shit you take. Through the misty haze, there's beauty in the pain. Through the shitty days and the wind and rain, through the pricks and snakes, through the silly games, through the bitter hate and the shit you take. Through the misty haze, there's beauty in the pain. There's good and bad and love and hate, ups and downs, chops and clowns that run their mouth. Then you better be ready, cause in the underground, trouble's bound to come around. For some MCs, this is all that they have. Jot thoughts in a pad, move forward, attack. Back down, what the fuck you talking about? No shame in defeat with your balls in your hand. I ain't one for taking a breather. I even sold all of my shit just to pay for a feature. Never do shit half-hearted. Don't need a flashy car cause I drive a hard bargain. I don't give a shit if I get attention, when the stroke of a pen can suppress the tension. Staring at death's reflection, let liberation commence in the next dimension. Through the shitty days and the wind and rain, through the pricks and snakes, through the silly games, through the bitter hate and the shit you take. Through the misty haze, there's beauty in the pain. Through the shitty days and the wind and rain, through the pricks and snakes, through the silly games, through the bitter hate and the shit you take. Through the misty haze, there's beauty in the pain. Yeah. Be honest with you, it's hard. You know one thing, I wouldn't change it for the world. Beauty in the pain.
Step to this shit good as gold. I got the wild style. Step to this shit good as gold. Fucking get half the bones in your body broken.
I've got a vile mouth, and when you hear it, it makes you wanna punch your mama. Wyleout, Wyleout, so Wyleout, 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 Wyleout. I've got a vile mouth, and when you hear it, it makes you wanna punch your mama. Wyleout, Wyleout, so Wyleout, 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 Wyleout. I'm a force to be reckoned with, morbid experiment. My brain undergoes enormous developments. No comment when I'm brought in for questioning. Mental ward, I was born on the premises. Only snakes slither in disguise. You think like a rat, you got a splinter in your mind. Victory is mine, put you in the back of a hearse. A powerful surge, I'm colder than Admiral Byrd. Get kicked back to the curb, smack lady lock in the face, then I'm snatching a purse. You greasier than excavator fluids, you couldn't lift off even if you made elevator music. Sit down, enjoy the ride, I go around destroying lives with 1,000 punts of light. And who you try to phase, I make two-faced chumps laugh on the other side of their face. I've got a vile mouth, and when you hear it, it makes you wanna punch your mama. Wyleout, Wyleout, so Wyleout, 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 Wyleout. I've got a vile mouth, and when you hear it, it makes you wanna punch your mama. Wyleout, Wyleout, so Wyleout, 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 Wyleout. Shooting star from the hand of Shinobi, addicted to Valium, Xannies and codeine. Crimzon ink is ending rappers, I drink from female jugulars. Necromancer, independent, don't need a benefactor. You might be the shit, but I'm the rectum cancer. I'm an alpha on the scene, flipping shit is easy. I've got a spatula's degree, I'm a higher rank than you. If you think any different, then reply with valid proof. Find a parachute, cause your diaphragm to bruise up and got you to a frightening altitude. Tie your ankle boots. These fronters don't wanna battle me, they just find a whack excuse. I'm a psychopath, it's true. I don't get +1s, cause I'm twice the man of you. I've got a vile mouth, and when you hear it, it makes you wanna punch your mama. Wyleout, so Wyleout. I've got a vile mouth, and when you hear it, it makes you wanna punch your mama. Wyleout, so Wyleout. Crimzon, Crink in the building. Done told them, Crink. We done told them, brother.
We don't have to look far for miracles because they're all around us. Everything is astonishing. The universe on its surface is alive with mystery. Well, how do we make our way toward that? When we live in a culture, practice a language, embody a philosophy, scientific rationalism, which is entirely designed to suck wonder out of reality, to turn everything into shades of gray, to subvert all hope that lies outside the realm of career accomplishment and material possession. Well, the way that we can overcome this is through a personal acting out of what I have been calling now for several years the Archaic revival. Societies define human beings and treat them as things. And the fact of the matter is, Western civilization at this moment is a loaded gun pointed at the head of this planet.
Yo. Shouts to D-Room for the beat. Big up Cryptic. Big up Big Master Voice.
Enter this dimension is a tadpole in your dad's bollock. Testicles are stargates, acknowledge. Then he shoots his load up the fucking room you go. 9 months later you arrive at your new abode. Then your birth is registered, ownership is transferred. You're ready to serve the generals, work for Benjamins. You can't see it, they're good at what they do because they burn the evidence. Doctors obliviously victimize patients. You sit in line waiting for your immunizations. Your civil rights taken from under your nose. Cocktail injections are given, stunting your growth. I don't mean you're heighting your weight, I mean they're trying to drain your mind and your brain, for inside it contains power and knowledge. Everybody's surrounded by nonsense with no way to counter the problem. Who are you? You need to look deep down into your soul and reach out. Everybody is mentally stressed, but they just don't know it's identity theft. Who are you? You need to look deep down into your soul and reach out. Everybody is mentally stressed, but they just don't know it's identity theft. Children's futures are hung in the balance, cause discussions in classes ain't about love and compassion. They fucking dismantle, adjusting the angles of their thinking just to govern the masses. They don't feel the rust on the shackles as it rubs on their ankles. Blinded and seducted by status. when they're young and apparent, interrupting the path of abundant expansion. Exams are wearing them down, they grip the hair, tearing it out. That's all okay though if your parents are proud. Fuck that! Wow, you're getting qualified, well done, you picked up a book and referenced what's inside. Did I say book? I meant instruction manual created by an overload, written just to manage you. This is your plane of existence, stagnated and living in your allocated position. Who are you? You need to look deep down into your soul and reach out. Everybody is mentally stressed, but they just don't know it's identity theft. Who are you? You need to look deep down into your soul and reach out. Everybody is mentally stressed, but they just don't know it's identity theft. You're a statistic, a portion of the pie chart. Successful humans have a mortgage and a nice car. But there's one major problem with the order. You're trading in your soul in exchange for bricks and mortar. How stupid is that? Deluded and mad. Lucrative plans got you in a trap due to the fact the views that you have are fueled by a bad group that began confusing the masses, keeping the truth in the bag, ruling the land. The movement is vast. Intruders will hack your computer and flag your user accounts, viewing your chats. You're not doing the math, it's lunacy, man. Humans are daft. The two in the lab, and you were the rats, losing your nap, looped in the trance, contributing your tax. Am I chewing the fat or proving the facts? Brutal attacks, Earth is soon to collapse. The future is sad. This beautiful planet is a ruthless expanse. Who are you? You need to look deep down into your soul and reach out. Everybody is mentally stressed, but they just don't know it's identity theft. Who are you? You need to look deep down into your soul and reach out. Everybody is mentally stressed, but they just don't know it's identity theft.
Get your fucking head together, man. Seriously.
Well, there are many sons being killed in Syria. Many sons. Every one of them is somebody's son. Whether they are on the side of the regime or on the side of the opposition to the regime. They are all sons of Syria. And their blood has been shed in the thousands by both sides.
This is Achmed, 7 years of age, from Damascus, Syria, where rebels circulate. Lives with his parents and brother. They need to make a choice. Do they stay and defend or turn away? Supplies are low, it's either die or don't, so they decide to go and try and find a home. They grab a few personal things, pack whatever food rations they have for their journey begins. Their plan is to leg it to Egypt, get to the beaches, use life savings to board the vessel to freedom. Live a life stressless and peaceful. Plus dad has cancer and needs medical treatment. They quickly get caught in a crossfire, but brother seen a car that he thought he could hotwire. They were an open target, but brother acted fast and managed to get the motor started. They kept moving and drive to the outskirts, but once again they got caught in a violent outburst. It was crazy to see. Dad got shot by a Navy Marine and died instantaneously. His mother was next, she said she loved them to death 100% and told him and his brother to jet. They ran 100 meters and heard the car exploding. Devastated, dropped to their knees, her heart was broken. They turned to Syria and burst in tears. They knew to escape this world of fear, they had to persevere. They can't go back cause of bombing and the militants, so they continue to wander in the wilderness. They keep walking and walking, their thoughts are distorted. Hard times, their misfortune is awful. But they make it to the border of Jordan. They pray to the Lord to deliver warmth and resources.
So what you're asking us to believe is that a revolution supported by McCain, by Lieberman, by Britain, France, America, Israel, Saudi Arabia and Qatar is a revolution for good, for haq? Is that what you're asking me to believe? Are you asking me to believe that McCain and Lieberman are now on the side of haq? Are you asking me to believe that Netanyahu is now on the side of haq?
Yo, They journey through the desert's heat with bruised and shredded feet. No food is left to eat, just some fruit and celery. They move ahead and keep pursuing their beliefs, fighting acute, intense fatigue, but they refuse to rest or sleep. They get from Jordan to Egypt, they fall into pieces. Head north and it's 304 kilometers to the Egyptian coast. They never complain, even when they get lost and they head the wrong way. After 6 days travel on land, they arrive and get talking to an Italian man. He said he had a boat and it leaves now, you wanna board it? The price is $3,000. G Wilder's lotter, peeps now that's on the boat. It was overly crowded proper. Achmed offers a pregnant lady a seat. Then they set sail across the Mediterranean Sea. 2 more days till they are at the shores of Greece. Achmed gazes at the stars and falls asleep. He drifts and wonders if his dreams will come true. He wishes to reach for the moon without the grief of the troops. He hopes to be meeting some new people at school. Wants to help others who have been through what he has been through. He had the upper hand now. Wants to stay out of trouble and vow to make his mum and dad proud. But then he wakes up, the waves are huge and massive. They crash against the boat and he loses balance. A sudden nudge and he falls in the water. Brother lunges to grab him, but then he's pulled down by the undercurrent. Oxygen deprived from his lungs and brain, his diaphragm muscle breaks. He stops fighting and suffocates. His final heartbeat passes and it goes by. They found him south of Athens on the coastline.
Good evening. It's rare that we have to warn you right from the top of the newscast about what you're about to see, but the photo we're going to show you has quickly resonated across the world as a heartbreaking symbol of an utter human catastrophe that we can't close our eyes to. It is the image of a lifeless child in the arms of a rescuer on a beach, one of the thousands of migrants and refugees from the war-torn Middle East and Africa who have perished in a desperate attempt to find a new life in Europe. But even for those who survive, a rude awakening awaits in countries that are moving to close their doors.
This is Amelia, 9 years of age, a bright girl that prays she could try turn a page in her prime early days. And if she don't choose the right words to say, her dad will strike her again. She'll do anything to divert the pain and fly turn away like birds of prey. The fact is mum has this drug habit, plus dad is the drug bastard. She gets treated like bad rubbish, mad hunger, the girl is seriously malnourished. Different strangers in the house, and there was often times where they would rape her on the couch. But somebody overheard of this, picked up the phone to ring social services. The tables have changed, parents put straight in the jail, and Amelia was taken away. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. Placed in foster care when she got in there, she felt kinda safe, but she was not repaired. Skinny like a toothpick, the school kids used to pick on her and act abusive. Everything at home was fine, well that was until she was visited overnight by a carer. Turns out he's a vile paedophile who gets urges when he sees a child. She moves from place to place, gets raped and raped, but says nothing, lives day by day. Cuts her face with razor blades. It's a shame to say shit happens on a daily basis, until one day the kid's lifted by a social worker, and this one was a bit different. He told her to buckle up, then drove her to London to a country club. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. The lodge was silent upon arrival. She seen strange pictures that were hung on the drywall. All of a sudden she was greeted by the Queen, sat next to her giving sweets and had some tea. After a while the Queen said see you later. Then she was leaded down to a secret chamber that was deep underground, and unannounced she was restrained, buckled down to the ground. Again she was sexually assaulted and forced into uncensored scenes of bondage. Then a medical professional injects her with sedatives in her legs and hips. They begin to practice Wicca, take out her blood and liver, hack her fingers, then the bastard skin her. The world's full of savage killers. I bet you can guess what Liz had for dinner.
She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates. She's a victim to the system. Amelia, I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I hope you're in a better place, forever safe. I hope you levitate over heaven's gates.
Go away. The evil one.
It's not the Scarface, he'll make your heart race. If you ever meet him, you're gonna learn the hard way. Leads a double life from his son and wife. Comes across a lovely guy, but he's numb inside. Picks up hitchhikers, he'll invite you into his car if you're a drifter or imbiber. Or vulnerable with no direction. If you fall asleep, he'll slash your throat in seconds. Then inject you with sedatives for the hell of it. Dissect your genitals, use you as a specimen. Does it all for his personal enjoyment. Mid-50s, I suggest you turn and avoid him. He's confident, but not overly cocky. Uses clever methods when disposing a body. Knows exactly how to cover his traces. You better watch your back, cause the fucker is waiting.
It's not the Scarface, you better watch your back, or you'll end up sleeping in a body bag. It's not the Scarface, you better watch your back, or you'll end up sleeping in a body bag.
Back in 2014, I was on a major low, I was down in the short sea. Always going mad and ape shit, always on my face, always ending up in random places. Just jumping on trains with a bag escaping. This time I landed bang in Cambridge. If I remember right, it was February or March, and the rain was heavy and hard. Found somewhere to sleep and I climbed up a scaffold, but I slipped, fell on my wrist and that broke. Wrapped myself in a polythene sheet, cold and in pain, how could I possibly sleep? Next day I started hitching a ride home. Had a couple of dudes that pulled into the side road. Halfway home and my wrist was hurting painful. Then a car pulled in at a service station.
It's not the Scarface, you better watch your back, or you'll end up sleeping in a body bag. It's not the Scarface, you better watch your back, or you'll end up sleeping in a body bag.
I jumped in without hesitation. There was leather interior with a slight lemon fragrance. I shook his hand and said, look my man, take me as far as you're going. If you could, that's grand. We had some general chit chat. He said that his job was conducting medical exams. He said he would check my wrist. I didn't think nothing of it, just thought that he was being a gentleman. But really, he was trying to scope me out, but I was too busy of thinking getting home and sound. He pulled up, he started checking me over. Then he switched into his authentic persona. He tried to pull down my pants, I was gobsmacked. I reached into my pocket and slashed his face with my lockback. I jumped out and he drove the car away. And that's the story, how his scar was made.
It's not the Scarface, you better watch your back, or you'll end up sleeping in a body bag. It's not the Scarface, you better watch your back, or you'll end up sleeping in a body bag.
Crazy motherfucker when I go on the devil's road. I'm begging, no, don't let me go into an episode. My brain don't listen and my clothes are soaked in Indiana Jones's blood, I'm a rolling stone. Switch to autopilot, my thoughts divided, I'm falling right into a vortex spiral. Never had an easy life, maybe that's the reason why I keep taking legal highs. Get high on cane and hide away from all time and space and write for days, I'm insane. Rack up lies till I blew a gasket, then sleep for days after I take blues and Xanax. Always seem to be in a crisis. Suicide, I won't even deny it, I'm eager to try it. Continuously repeating the cycle, my cerebral is lifeless and I'm needing some guidance. I've been up for many hours, snorting, I'm wired to the max, I ain't got any downers. I try rap a joint, but that makes me even more paranoid. And a voice in my head begins to say shit, and before I answer it back, I go into a full-blown panic attack. This is the end of my lifeline, so I pick up the phone and dial 999. I'm on some crazy steez, heart's pumping at 183 on the ACG. I see a white light, it's my time. Then I start looking back in hindsight, then I cry. I'm sorry for everything I've done, everything I've said. That person I was before, I will never be again. I just need another chance to prove myself. I plead with my maker, I need you to help. I woke up, shit, I'm still alive. The doc said I'm lucky cause twice I flatlined. Got out of hospital, guess what I've done next? I went and bought drugs, what's wrong with my dumb head? I convinced myself I won't overdo it. Stock up on loads of fluids and bounce back to the homeless unit. Bipolar fused with stimulants, that's a bad mixture. Now I've turned into a mad tripper. I'm thinking people I'm living with are climbing through the walls and they try to steal my rhyme book. So I started kicking the walls with my feet. Everyone could hear, someone called the police. They came, but I didn't commit an offence. But they drove me back to the hospital again. I signed myself out and walked back to the yard, cause my rhyme book was there and I was still convinced they was trying to steal it. When I arrived there'll be major trouble. On my way home I obtained a shovel. Then I started smashing in the door, but I didn't get very far cause the glass was reinforced. Then I seen somebody, I just wild out, chased them down the street about 1,000 feet. All these bad memories come back to me. I was rugby tackled by the scumbag police. I was resisting arrest, got gripped by the neck, ripped to the deck, then kicked in the head. The more they hurt me, the more I enjoyed it. I told them cunts to squeeze my joints and wrists, break my arms, kill me. I don't give a fuck, listen up, I'm ready to die. Took me to the station and put me inside the cage. I picked a piece of flooring and sliced up my face.
And now it's back to the mental ward. Back to the mental ward.
Face ripped and torn, blood stained on the wall, restrained on the floor, then taken to court. The judge said I was pure ruthless. I was sectioned and transferred to a secure unit. My head and its mechanics has a chemical imbalance. The tremor and the anguish is terrible and drastic. Tenant in a padded room, getting problematic. My temperament is manic, the residents are at risk. I ain't accepting any tablets, I'm telling them get back bitch, you'll end up with the fat lip. Hit the alarm when they're in a panic and come by the dozen and inject you with a massive dose of olanzapine, holding my hands and feet. I've lost all composure to gravity, total insanity. At this rate I'll never get home to my family. I rose in the track, the beam, I'm spaced out, lost in the ocean of galaxies. Spend each day restrained, deranged, dream state. Please take me way far from this deep pain. For Pete's sake I need a clean slate. I seek aid, I sleep for 3 days detained. No leeway, these stakes degrade me, zany place, I need save. My spirit's possessed, I'm sick of the head. Sit in a cell, living in hell and pissing the bed from being over-medicated. The road ahead is painful, I was alone and felt degraded. Always trying to fight these manic urges, constantly followed by psychiatric nurses. Every single night I sit and cry, I wanna get out of this place and live my life.
These drugs kill people. Some psychiatrists will tell you based on very poor science, no, it's the other way around. They save people's lives. Antipsychotics, they don't. They kill people.
mind is staying up, I'm fucked in the brain. Off I go again in a state of hypermania. I just walk for hours, snorting powder and force my mouth with all sorts of downers. I couldn't give a fuck, my mind is blown. I light a cone and take some more triazodone. And I have chose, it's my time to go and die alone, because my life's a joke. This cycle won't go away, I'm sick of fighting me. Sick of being force-fed, quetiapine and fuck rap. I'll never be a goat like Billy Gruff. Want some lefty young? Yeah, fuck it, give me some. 8 7.5 zoppy clones, 14 blues and 4 yellows to top the dose. Fuck the side effect of the domino, there's one thing on my mind, I've got to go.
Look in my eye, I'm like big first album. I'm ready to die, I'm ready to die. The look in my eye, I'm like big first album. I'm ready to die, I'm ready to die.
After snorting more snow than an avalanche, some acid tabs and a batch of temazepam. I'm losing my balance, man. Some random asked if I wanted to lift home in his transit van. I travel back home, and as I approach to my eyeball, my vision gets narrow. I think I reached my final minute, and I'm starting to question if I've made the right decision. I get home, put the keys in the door, then fall straight down to my knees on the floor.
Everything is slowing down. Why everybody I'm going down? My eyes shut.
My time's up, but who gives a shit when your life sucks? I can't remember anything else, I just know my faithful wife walked in and saved my life.
Look in my eye, I'm like big first album. I'm ready to die, I'm ready to die. The look in my eye, I'm like big first album. I'm ready to die, I'm ready to die.
Hip-hop is not just a culture, it's a new civilization. Hip-hop is one of the oldest cultures on earth.
Hold up, nobody's touching this, nobody's up in it, nobody fucks with this. Hold up, nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit, we put our soul and our trust in it. Hold up, nobody's touching this, nobody's up in it, nobody fucks with this. Hold up, nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit, we put our soul and our trust in it.
Discrepancy doesn't matter what sociologists think. We have higher knowledge. They need to learn before opening it up.
I love hate. When I'm holding the pencil, I'm hoping you're jealous. You're a stagnant emotional wreck, bruv. I'm golden and special. Missile shoulders of weapons. I'm loaded and prepped to blow you to death. This moment is precious. Your chosen perception is delusional, like finding an ocean or well when you roam in the desert. Sold my soul to the devil. God won't open the heavens. My photographic memory is overdeveloped. I've lost the plot. I need to go for a checkup. You get my pressure point as it pokes in your temple. We can bring forward your data death. Fuck a fresh start. I'll stick a clean slate in your head. Pennywise has got nothing on my viciousness. I'm not fucking clowning around, I'm killing it. These keys are observed to the tip of the pyramid. I'm a leader, effective management and discipline. Hold up, nobody's touching this, nobody's up in it, nobody fucks with this. Hold up, nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit, we put our soul and our trust in it. Hold up, nobody's touching this, nobody's up in it, nobody fucks with this. Hold up, nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit, we put our soul and our trust in it.
This is early human psychology, to take this and make it match with this. How do you do that? It's called high intelligence.
I paid a visit to hell, invading givens, gates and kicks, which makes the hinges break to bits, it's straight to business. Satan's pissed, his face is filled with rage and sickness, his patience instant. He's amazed to witness his powers don't make a difference. He can't cremate my skin, it's flame resistant. I do his fate predicted. I pin the outcome on suicide, grab a grenade and pick it. I'll change the sinners, nature's illest, aid assisted with the razor rigid blades of Riddick. I lay and chill, sit blazed and switch his brain to lift it. State to hit it straight and limits. I paint an image, I'm laying bricks with great precision. A slave of finish, you make a bridge with ancient wisdom. Grazing big ships came equipped with DNA. You sticking apes to wake existence. Hold up, nobody's touching this, nobody's up in it, nobody fucks with this. this. Hold up. Nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit. We put our soul and our trust in it. Hold up. Nobody's touching this. Nobody's up in it. Nobody fucks with this. Hold up. Nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit. We put our soul and our trust in it.
DJ, cut, mix from scratch. Invented by Grandmaster Flash and progressed by Grand Wizard Beard.
What? Like that. Underground. Underground hip hop. Underground. Underground hip hop. Underground. Underground hip hop. Underground hip hop.
Hold up. Nobody's touching this. Nobody's up in it. Nobody fucks with this. Hold up. Nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit. We put our soul and our trust in it. Hold up. Nobody's touching this. Nobody's up in it. Nobody fucks with this. Hold up. Nobody fucks with this hip-hop shit. We put our soul and our trust in it.
I have read and considered the reports prepared by the defending team, which sets out an alternative to a custodial sentence. But I am not bound to follow that recommendation. I've made my decision on the basis that your crimes were violent, aggressive, and displayed a worrying pattern of behaviour. Therefore, I will impose a custodial sentence of 3 years.
I'm back in front of a judge, confronted and stuck in a situation that's muddy as fuck. I'm stuck in a rut, my number is up. 3 years, and they think justice is done? It's like my brain doesn't adjust to this life. I can feel the pain doubling up. These are hard, brutal times I face. I can't do the time today. I haven't took my meds, I'm in a dark, suicidal place. One part of me thinks I should just drop this guard to the floor, jump, knock and then charge for the door. But shit's hard to ignore when you're a father of 4 boys whose eyes are brighter than the star of the north. I'm not pardoning or making excuses. If I'm 100%, I'm just brainless and stupid. I'm trying to find my way through the sewage. I cross my heart, I'm gonna get myself straightened for you kids. Confined in the cell where you got nothing to do but think about all your secrets and sins. Times are so hard when you're locked up, and all you can feel is cold bars. Confined in the cell where you got nothing to do but think about all your secrets and sins. Times are so hard when you're locked up, and all you can feel is cold bars. Fuck this, enough is enough. My knuckles are cut, just hit the wall with the thunderous punch. I'm suffering cause my luck isn't up. When me and mum argue, I just duck and I run. I keep straight fucking shit up. I leave for days and then I take drugs till I'm buzzed. Go in bizarre moods, I try to stay calm, choose the righteous way. I can't go the distance, it's too far to the light of day. Maybe I should man up and stop disregarding the law. Stay at home, work, start to support. But police continue to barge at my door and charge me with more accounts of assault plus arson and fraud. I'm not pardoning or making excuses. I'm 28, it's time to start facing the music. I know I act crazy and ruthless. I cross my heart, I'm gonna get myself straightened for you kids. Confined in the cell where you got nothing to do but think about all your secrets and sins. Times are so hard when you're locked up, and all you can feel is cold bars. Confined in the cell where you got nothing to do but think about all your secrets and sins. Times are so hard when you're locked up, and all you can feel is cold bars. Maybe it runs in my blood cause I'm a cunt. I take advantage of my wife's love and her trust. So destructive I just punish my mum. I'm trying to find the strength but can't muster enough. Back in jail cause of my mug. I'm lost for words, someone took a blade, punctured my lung. Like a shark through a tidal wave, I'll charge through it lightning pace. If anybody ever tries to harm you, I'll slice their face. Why am I constantly stuck smack bang in the heart of the war? Without a horse, arm or a sword, then this bipolar keeps bombarding my thoughts. Can hardly afford to lose my sons, I'd rather stick my arm in a sore. I'm not pardoning or making excuses. I wanna change and this is the day that I'll do it. Heal lacerations and bruises. I cross my heart, I'm gonna get myself straightened for you kids. Confined in the cell when you got nothing to do but think about all your secrets and sins. Times are so hard when you're locked up, and all you can feel is cold bars. Confined in the cell when you got nothing to do but think about all your secrets and sins. Times are so hard when you're locked up, and all you can feel is cold bars.
Yeah, not much more to say, man. Time to get my shit together. Check one.
Trust me, I know what you're going through, man. I've been there. I've been through it, man. You know something? Feeling sorry for yourself, it's not gonna work for you, man. Trust me. You need to look deep inside yourself and think, what the fuck's going on? The only person that can save you is you. So get the fuck out your bed, get your combat boots on and start fucking fighting. I've got a massive heart, made of a great big monolith. Stay positive, find what the main problem is, cause today's offering safe promises, break confidence barriers and find the right path. I straight demolish the gates blocking it, mate. Hawkins spit and take none of it. I'll put you out of suspense if you're down and depressed, got doubts in your head and a cloud of regret. Learn how to accept and let go and move on. Put yourself down to the test, be surrounding yourself with great friends, walking life head high with raised endorphins. Embody anyone you wage a war with. You hold the power of Ramesses' ancient forces. This day is yours, kid, so stay on course. This frame and door was made to walk in. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots. If you're alone and you've dug a deep hole and it doesn't seem hope is a luxury, it blows in the tumbleweed. Find the road to recovery. Get shit cooking over the scullery stove on the oven heat. Get in your boat and start rowing the upper stream. Inspiration ain't missing, you're holding the puzzle piece. Nobody's judging me. The coast ain't clear, I'm locked on with a torpedo from a submarine. Keep your eye on the ball that resides in your court. Write and record, mine is the talk. You got the drive and the force, grab your mind and your thoughts. Mic and a sword, it's time to perform. Don't underestimate, up and set the pace. Up the dedication to get a break. Think deep, discover your ability. It's time to cut the mustard under the guillotine. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots. Grab your arm and twist it, don't go half the distance. Make sure your heart is in it from start to finish. Spark the pistons and stay driven. However far the limits, keep going regardless if it's hard to stick it. Always. Risky investments always break the bank, but life's like Monopoly, everybody has to take a chance. Work hard every day, even if you're in a sticky situation, cause you can't sell a tape. It's you versus the planet. Take that burning passion and pen fire till the pages turn to ashes. Never duck the shit you're facing, even if being in deep water is your current situation. Be proud, never mind your race, colour and skin, weight's chunky or thin, shape's bulky or trim, place culture you're in, faith, love, religion or the age number you bring. Straight road for the win. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots. You have it inside yourself, man. Trust me. You're more powerful, your mind is fucking more powerful. Don't fucking underestimate yourself. You can do anything, anybody else is doing. Never underestimate yourself, man. Don't let anybody else tell you that either. Start where you stand, man. Start where you stand and never give up. Head high, chest out, brother, stand up. These fuckers ain't as strong as you. Get your war paint on, lace your combat boots.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum.
You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you are damn sight. You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you are damn sight.
Denial backfires. Clandestine apprentices are psychic vampires. Breach your neocortex entrance. They break every single rule on 11. It's you that is wrapped in the carpet. Burn the Malleus Maleficarum. And I was like you, a dead soul, until I let go over the threshold. They left my baggage at the door, bit the hand of Adam, then spat out the apple core. See red, then I charged at the matador. Quill it, the ready, no need for a guarantor. Rolled the dice and cashed in, my chips went crazy, and see what sanity is. 9 to 5, take a coffee break and smell arum lilies as they pollinate.
You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you are damn sight. You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you are damn sight.
Never offer opinions unless you're asked. Respect your host in their dominion. Invisible floppy drive. You tell me the reason and motive for Columbine. The price you pay, that's expensive, but I'd rather not lack perspective. But now I see the light in the distance, and all my surroundings are high definition. Upgraded from paper to plastic, but still can't get on a plane to Atlantis. Stop lying, angels are absent. Sugar is sweet, no breaking the habit. Can't broaden horizons when they tarnish the image of the fallen Messiah. Hold back, don't support the alliance. My soul was designed and forged in the fire.
You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you are damn sight. You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? You hear me talking hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you are damn sight. I ain't do what you are damn sight. I'ma get real evil on your ass. I ain't no dumb.
know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched by intelligences greater than man's, and yet as mortal as his own. We know now that as human beings busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. With infinite complacence, people went to and fro over the earth about their little affairs, serene in the assurance of their dominion over this small spinning fragment of solar driftwood, which by chance or by design, man has inherited out of the dark mystery of time and space.
They are creating the universes in which we interface, instead of humans living in the real universe and being creative, sentient beings yourself. They are building false realities into which they want to induct you so they can play God. It's called augmented reality. I thought humans interfacing with this incredible third dimension, having sight, having smell, having taste, having touch, having emotions and feelings inside our hearts, I thought that was augmented reality. I thought that was consciousness.
Raise my sturdy fists, jump, make the surface split, escape the earth and hit harder, break the firmament. I prove the sky ain't the limit, violate the system of primate existence in time-space transmission. 1%, Lenin what he said, what was next? Well, John was dead. Watch yourself, shit ain't on the mend. Still trading dollars, pence for cloth and bread. People do shit they don't have to do, cause they don't realise money has no value. Are your eyes broken? Nah, you're just blindfolded and fed bullshit in high doses. Moderators don't wanna save the world, they want you to operate the machine and do the paperwork. This shit's whack. It's like the Fresh Prince made his uncle a meal. We fill bags, half of you are dimwits. You are the target opposition under guarded supervision. Work hard and then you're given harmful but exquisite food that is sold to you by marketing magicians. And truth be told, I believe in Claude Shannon's theory on computer code. Twisted masons live in sacred hidden places. They sit dictating this simulation, stuck in a state of illusion, making you do shit. Everyone is taking a blue pill. The greatest of humans can't explain the confusion. The natives are stupid, our brains are polluted. Far from being stable and rooted, unable to blossom like an arrangement of tulips. So gaze at my pupils, and then you'll realise that everything I'm saying is truthful.
The truth is, porn is just like this. It's simulated. It isn't real. You're living through somebody else's template, somebody else's intercourse, somebody else's activities that have been edited and presented and sold to you, so while they live, you sleep. And that's all I'm saying.